says the contrast of white on white, and in between the moon and you, the angels get a better view of the crumbling difference between wrong and right. Well, I walk in the air, between the rain, through myself, I'm back again where? I don't know. But Maria says she's dying. Through the door I hear her crying. Why? I don't know. Around here, we always stand up straight. Around here, something radiates. Maria came from Nashville with a suitcase in her hand. Says she'd like to meet a boy who looks like Elvis. And she walks along the edge where the ocean meets the land, just like she's walking on a wire in the circus. And she parks her car outside of my house, takes all her clothes off, says she's close to understanding Jesus. Well, she knows she's more than just a little misunderstood. She has trouble acting normal when she's nervous. Around here, we're carving out our names. Around here, we all look the same. Around here, we're as cool as kittens. But out there, the dogs they cry. Around here, we're running out of lives. Hey! Sleeping children that run like the wind, down on the slide in the tree. Well, mama's little baby better get herself in, out of the lightning. Me and Emmer, we lived in this warehouse on 4th Street in Berkeley. When 3rd Street was the train tracks and 1st Street, well, that was the bay. We lived across from this incredibly toxic looking ink factory. I understand the need for ink, but Jesus Christ, I never want to live across from it again. It's those really simple things that they'll fucking kill you. There's nothing between us and the train tracks except this empty parking lot, so when the train went by, and this was the big California Metro liner that ran up and down the coast 4, 5, 6 times a day and through the night, and when it went by, the whole building would shake. When the whistle blew, and then the whistle faded, that was the coolest sound I ever heard. The building itself was like this 4-story chimney. It was the size and shape of one room, just straight up. And we hung out mostly on the 3rd floor, and up on the wall, there was this incredibly bizarre metal grating. It was about 6 foot by 6 foot. It hung about 10 feet in the air, and there were chains suspending it so it leaned down over us. It had all these holes in it, and when you clicked the switch below it, it would go click, 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 and then the whole fucking thing would burst into flames. It was someone's idea to put a gas fireplace up on the wall, hanging down over the room. It was the single most unsafe heating system I have ever seen in my life. I was sure we were gonna burn to death, but whenever I would come home really late at night, completely wasted, I would just sit there turning it on and turning it off and turning it on. It looked so cool. Like the whole sky was on fire, or just one window of it. And we were a little nervous about things because we had just been kids and now we were supposed to be grown-ups, but they sure as hell weren't paying you to play music back then. So we didn't have much money and we spent our days kind of rummaging through used record bins in Berkeley and San Francisco and Oakland. I mean, outside of our jobs, I was washing dishes, he was working in a record store. We would go up to the 99-cent store in San Paulo, we'd buy these bashed-in boxes of macaroni and cheese and these dented cans of Progresso or Campbell's soup. But those are our days. Because at night, and I mean every single night, we went out to either play music or rehearse to play music or watch our friends play music, but our nights were blanketed, swaddled, and covered in deafening volume. And every night we went out to hear people play or to play in these completely run-down, shitty, incredibly awesome clubs in San Francisco. We would make the loudest sounds we could, and those are the sounds that got us from childhood to adulthood. The sound of crashing cymbals and pedals stepped on and loud guitars. Every night we made the loudest sound we could possibly make, hoping someone would notice us. And then you did. And somehow you still do, and that will get you from there to here. That will get you through. It got us through. It got us through. There's a girl on a car out in the parking lot. And she said, man, come on, man, come on. Just take a shot. She said, can you see me? Can you see me? And can you see them all walls tumbling down? Can you see my walls just crumbling down? Well, I saw when the moon stopped spinning around. I watched the sky go blue, black, green, gray, brown. And I saw when the sun stopped flashing around. But she said, can you see me? She said, can you see me? She said, can you see me? And I said, no. But there's a girl on a car in the parking lot. Says, man, you should try to take a shot. Can you see my walls just crumbling? She looks up at the grill and she says, hey, I'm thinking of jumping. She says she's tired of life. We're all tired of something, but we're out here. She's always on my mind. We're out here. Hey man, I got a lot of time. whistle blows and the whistle fades. Whistle blows, the whistle fades away. The whistle blows.